Good evening, you're watching Independent News. I am Sheikh Khan. We begin as usual with the headlines. The World Bank has formed a three-member panel to oversee the investigation into alleged Podda Bridge graft. The panel will arrive in Dhaka around the middle of this month. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina says that the attacks on Buddhists is an attempt to thwart the war crimes trial. BNP chief Khaleda Zia points a finger at the government for the violence. The Jatiya Party expels lawmaker H.M. Ghulam Raza for allegedly breaching party discipline. The World Bank has formed a three-member panel to oversee an investigation into its graft allegations in the Podda Bridge project. The World Bank's country director, Alan Goldstein, has said that the panel will come to Dhaka around the middle of this month. Meanwhile, Finance Minister A.M.A. Mohith said that the construction of the bridge will begin on time.
Former Chief Prosecutor of the International Criminal Court in The Hague, Luis Moreno Ocampo, has been named as the head of the panel. The two other members of the panel are former Commissioner of the Independent Commission Against Corruption in China, Timothy Tong, and former Director of the UK Serious Fraud Office, Richard Alderman. Goldstein spoke of the duties to be performed by the panel during their Dhaka tour.
Of the investigation that will be ongoing and to provide advice and guidance. This is a very eminent panel of anti-corruption experts who can be of great help to Bangladesh in their efforts to strengthen governance and transparency in the country, here in mid-October sometime.
Meanwhile, the Finance Minister spoke of his optimism in starting the construction of the Podda Bridge in time.
We are fully prepared. We have been conducting these investigations since August 2011. Now we have to submit the details of the investigation, including what steps have been taken and in what ways. They will now check how far have we gone.
President of the Washington-based global lender Jim Yong Kim welcomed the panel. He says that he is looking forward to their findings on the status and the progress made by the ACC of Bangladesh in their investigation.
Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has said that the recent attacks on Buddhist temples in Chittagong and Cox's Bazar were pre-planned. She said that the attacks were an attempt to thwart the ongoing war crimes trial. Hasina made the remarks while some Buddhist leaders met her in Dhaka today.
Sheikh Hasina condemned attacks on Buddhist temples and said the incidents were sad and disgraceful. The Prime Minister said that the attacks were launched to hamper communal harmony in the country. A probe team of the Buddhist people today handed over some evidence of the attacks to the Prime Minister. Sheikh Hasina received the evidence and pledged to punish the culprits.
It was quite obvious that it was a planned attack. It did not happen by chance. Rather, it was launched to hamper communal harmony, to push in more Rohingyas and to thwart the ongoing war crimes trial. We will arrest and punish those responsible.
She said that there may be more plots in coming days to destroy communal harmony in the country.
We fear that similar incidents may happen again during the upcoming Durga Puja. I have talked to the Home Minister and the intelligence agencies about this. We all have to be alert.
The Prime Minister said that the incident over a Facebook post is disgraceful. She asked all to be cautious to stop the abuse of information technology in the country.
BNP chairperson Khaleda Zia has alleged that the government was involved in attacks on Buddhist temples in Ramu, Upazila and Cox's Bazar. She made the allegation at a rally in Hobbygunj today. Khaleda claimed that the government is harassing opposition leaders and activists by filing false cases against them over the Ramu incident. On a different note, the opposition leader alleged that the government is politicizing the administration in an effort to influence the next national elections. She warned that no election will be allowed without the caretaker government system in place. The BNP chief said that the Anti-Corruption Commission is deliberately harassing opposition leaders and activists. She warned that the anti-graft watchdog will be held accountable for its actions if the BNP comes to power.
After Eid, the 18-party opposition alliance will move forward without fear. No oppression will be able to hold us back. If the government tries to obstruct us by filing cases, they will have to face dire consequences. They need to be prepared for that.
Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has said that people who want to taste power must go through the existing electoral system. She made the comment during a meeting with leaders and activists of the Dinajpur unit of the Awami League in Dhaka today. Hasina urged everyone to be wary about such people. She said democracy cannot be jeopardized by restoring the caretaker government system simply to fulfill an unethical desire of some people.
Some people have a desire for power. They are waiting for a chance to fly the national flag on their cars. Those who have such a desire can join politics and come to power through elections. Democracy cannot be destroyed to satisfy their thirst for power.
The Jatiya Party has expelled its lawmaker H.M. Ghulam Raza for allegedly breaching party discipline. Party chairman H.M. Irshad's press secretary Sunil Shubha Roy said that the party presidium made the decision at a meeting this afternoon. The presidium meeting follows a primary decision taken at Irshad's Gulshan residence this morning. Jatiya Party leaders say that Ghulam Raza allegedly committed fraud by faking his identity and by abusing power. Following the allegations, Ghulam Raza was expelled from the party presidium earlier this month. However, Raza refuted the allegations brought against him.
He lied about his educational background. He took the HM part of our chairman's name and added it before his name. We informed the chairman of this quite a long time ago. Our chairman, a gentleman, took his time to reflect on the allegations. After thorough verification, he decided to expel Reza.
We'll take a short break now, but here's what's coming up after the break. With only 4 days to go before the deadline given by the Home Minister, no significant headway has yet been made over the Shagur Rooney murder investigation. The Bangladesh Bank Governor has stressed the need for ratifying the Bank Companies Act to minimize the risk of financial scams in the banking sector. Welcome back. You're watching Independent News. After taking office, Home Minister Mohiuddin Khan Alamgir declared that the mystery surrounding the murder of journalist couple Shagur Sarwar and Mehrun Rooney will be solved. He declared that the mystery surrounding the murder of journalist couple Shagur Sarwar and Mehrun Rooney will be solved. He said that a solution to the mystery will be found by the 10th of October. The Rapid Action Battalion, who are currently investigating the murder, did not comment on the issue. They only claim that there is progress in the investigation.
After taking office in September, the Home Minister made an announcement regarding the murder investigation of journalist couple Shagur Rooney.
আমরা আশা করি
We hope we will be able to solve the mystery surrounding this murder case within the 10th of the next month.
Only 4 days are left of the 10th October deadline announced by the Home Minister. RAB officials say that the investigation is a continuous process and progresses are being made. The RAB also say that the DNA examinations of suspects that are being carried out is vital.
The murder of Dr. Nitai is a similar incident. We found many similarities between the two occurrences. In both the cases, window grills were removed and murders took place in the bedrooms. We haven't received test reports, but we are hopeful of getting those very soon.
The RAB say that there is no obvious clue to this murder incident which is causing delay in the investigation, but they are hopeful of unearthing the mystery. The RAB are using latest technologies and scientific methods in their investigation.
That is why we have taken help from the United States in the investigation, as they are one of the best in the world. If we submit a probe report with scientific information and proof, the report becomes more credible and chances of conviction also increase.
Almost 8 months have passed since the murder of the journalist couple Sagar Rooney. 8 months is a long time for any murder investigation, as law enforcers have shown success in solving far complex cases in a shorter period. The new Home Minister says that it is more important to conduct a proper probe and not to do it hastily.
The Railways Ministry will start selling advance train tickets for the Eid-ul-Azha holidays from the 13th of October. Shariful Islam, Information Officer of Bangladesh Railway, told Independent Television that tickets for the 22nd of October will be sold on the first day of advance ticket sales, namely the 13th of October. He added that the tickets for the 23rd to 26th of October will be sold from the 14th to the 17th of October. People will be allowed to buy a maximum of 4 tickets each. The tickets will also be available online. Shariful Islam also added that all intercity trains will run even on weekly holidays between the 22nd and the 27th of October. Communications Minister Ubaidul Qadir has urged bus owners not to overcharge for tickets during the upcoming Eid-ul-Azha holidays. He was talking to journalists after visiting the Gaptoli Inter-District Bus Terminal in the capital today. The minister said that the problems that passengers face cannot be resolved overnight. However, he claimed that the situation is getting better. Ubaidul added that during last Eid al-Fitr, passengers faced fewer problems than in previous Eids. On a different note, the Communications Minister said that 9 teams are monitoring the problems, including the causes of road accidents on highways.
I have requested bus owners not to intensify people's sufferings by charging extra during the Eid-ul-Azha. Last time there were allegations that tickets were sold in the black market. On the basis of that allegation, I visited several bus terminals during the last Eid, but it was too late. That is why we have taken steps in advance this time to check sale of tickets in the black market.
The Dhaka City Corporation North has undertaken various programs to create public awareness about dengue fever. A procession was brought out in the capital today as part of the programs. The procession starting from Bailey Road, Officers Club, and marched through different thoroughfares. Civil society members, health department officials, students and local people took part in the procession. Later, the participants divided in 10 groups and held an anti-mosquito drive in the area. The Meghna Gumti and the Meghna bridges in Kumilla will be closed to traffic for 6 hours from 12 midnight tonight. The executive engineer of the Roads and Highways Department said that maintenance will be carried out during this time. The bridges will also be closed to traffic on the 20th of October and on the 3rd and the 17th of November. The Communications Ministry urged everyone to use the alternative Kumilla-Brahmanbaria road on these days. Bangladesh Bank Governor Atiur Rahman has said that it is necessary to ratify the Bank Companies Act. At a program in the capital today, he urged the government to amend the act. His call comes in the wake of widespread controversy about the regulations of state-owned banks following the Shonali Bank loan scam. Atiur Rahman said that the current act does not allow the central bank to establish the same control over both state-run and private banks. He stressed the need for amending the act as soon as possible. The governor believes that once ratified, the act will allow the central bank to oversee operations of all state-owned banks more closely. It will also minimize the risk of financial scams in the banking sector.
And other members of the supervision team.
We have international news now, and more than 100 monks demonstrated outside the Bangladesh embassy in Myanmar yesterday to protest recent attacks on Buddhist temples and homes in Cox's Bazar and in Chittagong. They chanted slogans condemning the attacks and said that the world is not for Muslims only. Earlier on Wednesday, about 300 Buddhist monks staged similar protests outside the regional office of the United Nations in Bangkok. Cricketer turned politician Imran Khan has begun a motorcade march to Pakistan's restive tribal areas to protest UN drone strikes. Imran Khan set off with a few hundred people. The two-day protest started in Islamabad and is due to end in south of Waziristan, a major focus of the strikes. Imran Khan, like many Pakistanis, says that the attacks kill large numbers of civilians and fosters support for the militants. He expects large numbers to join him in the protest. About 80 Western peace activists are in the protest convoy. Turkey's military has returned fire across the border after a Syrian mortar round again landed on Turkish soil. The incident happened in southern Hatay province yesterday afternoon. No injuries were reported. On Wednesday, Syrian mortar fire killed 5 Turkish civilians in the town of Akakale. The Syrian attack prompted Turkey to return fire and its parliament to authorize military action inside Syria. On Friday, Turkey moved tanks and anti-aircraft missiles into Akakale. And that's all for now, but you can get more news and updates from independent television through your mobile phones. For breaking news, go to your mobile message option, type *B and send to 16232. For daily news updates, type *DN and send to 16232. You can also call 16232 from any operator to listen to the latest headlines in Bangla. And that's all we have from the English News Desk this evening. We'll be back tomorrow evening at our usual time of 8 p.m. Thank you for being with us and good night.